Blackstone Audio presents Stranger Room by Frederick Ramsay. Author's Notes. The title of this novel refers to a phenomenon associated with stagecoach travel in the early centuries of this country's history. Because inns were frequently crowded, and occasionally less than sanitary, by the standards of the day, wealthy or particular passengers would sometimes lease rooms in adjoining homes for the night, or short periods of time. As a rule, these rooms were not connected to the house proper, but had their own door to the outside, which allowed the user to come and go without disturbing other occupants of the house. These travelers would be strangers to the homeowners, and thus the term stranger room. The home described in the book is modeled after one in Brownsburg, Virginia, probably built around 1820, and sited on the Brownsburg Pike. Because it is also built against a hillside, its basement is at grade with the road in front, and the main floor is accessed by stairs to what appears to be a second-story porch. It, in turn, opens at grade in the rear. There is a building opposite that once functioned as a coach stop. The Shenandoah Valley in Virginia had no railroads running north and south until 1870. Thus, prior to that date, the only commercial means of traversing its length, from Winchester to Roanoke, was by coach. Finally, all the characters in this story are the invention of the author. Any resemblance to any persons, living or dead, is purely coincidental. Chapter 1. Though only an hour past dawn, the air was already hot and heavy with the aroma of wood smoke, frying fatback and horses. Jonathon Lydell stepped through the front door onto his porch. He adjusted the brass buttons of his newly brushed and pressed gray uniform and took in the road below. Cato, the slave he rented by the day to Cartwright the innkeeper, had the coach horses in hand, leading them, snorting and stamping, from the barn at the rear of the inn across the road. The old man moved slowly, leading the wheel horses out first. The coachman held up his long coiled whip and saluted Lydell.
"Captain Lydell, your lodger up yet? We'll be pulling out soon's the boy gets us hitched up."
"I haven't heard a peep out of him all morning. I reckon he's a heavy sleeper."
"Well, pound on that door, if you please, sir. I'd hate to leave him behind. There's worrisome news on the wire."
"I'll see to it. And if that nigger doesn't move fast enough for you, why, you just give him a touch of your
Sample complete. Ready to continue?